10 cars every high schooler in the 70s wished they had on today's episode of You're Just in Time.
Worthington at his dog spot.
If you need a better car, go see Cal. For the best deal by far, go see Cal. If you want your payments low, if you want to save some dough, go see Cal, go see Cal, go see Cal.
Hey, there you are. You're just in time. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're a returner, welcome back. Today, we're counting down the top 10 cars every high schooler in the 70s wanted but never got. These were all production cars of the 1970s that we all drooled over. No hot rods, custom, or TV or movie cars in this lineup. Now, this countdown could have probably been the top 100 cars, but I had to make some very hard decisions. You may not agree with my assessment. Your mileage may vary. So let's put the pedal to the metal and get right to it. Let's go. This is what high school parking lots look like today. Boring. But this is what it was like in the 70s. If you don't remember or never experienced it, and you want to know what it was like, a good place to visit is the movie Dazed and Confused.
Like, what did she say?
One element in particular always seemed to really capture the flavor. The movie takes place on the last day before the summer break in 1976, last day of school. The character played by Parker Posey, she drives a beautiful 1955 Chevy pickup. Watching this movie, you might think that the truck doesn't fit her persona, that character's persona, but it actually tells a very compelling story seen hundreds of times in high schools across America. I'll tell you exactly what's going on. Parker Posey's character was gifted this truck by her dad. He drove the truck for years and it was pretty beat up. As she was approaching her senior year, she started asking for a car. So what he did is he decided to buy himself a new truck, probably the new Chevy K10 pickup. He then had this 55 Chevy cleaned up and repainted and presented it to his daughter, who said she loved it, but actually hated it. That is until she drove it to school for the first time and got loads of attention, especially from the boys. Then she drove it happily. It's a story that's an oldie, but a goodie. Bottom line is this: no one, and I mean no one, drove a new car to school in the 70s. It was either purchased with money raised by after school or summer jobs, or it was a hand-me-down when mom or dad got themselves a new car. You know, we've lost the appreciation of what it means to drive a beater. And I think we're lesser for it. On to the countdown.
Hi there. The 1970 Volkswagen has something new. This, a bigger, longer-lasting engine. How long will it last? Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
That's a good commercial. Yep. Now, I know this one's going to be a little polarizing for a lot of people. You either love them or you hate them. But there was a lot of these in my high school parking lot. And I had to include it for myself. This car, I was a huge fan of this car because of the movie Herbie the Love Bug that I saw back in the 60s.
Tennessee Steinmetz, played by Buddy Hackett.
It's gotta love Volkswagen. Okay, the Chevy Monte Carlo.
Chevrolet, a car like no other car, a car as unique and
Carlo.
original.
Long nose. Now, not the greatest car, not even the best looking car, but boy, it was very prevalent. And there was a lot of these prowling around my high school parking lot. I liked them. I had no problem with them. I wouldn't have mind having one, I'll tell you that. Okay, our first, sports car, really.
The Datsun 280Z.
Datsun, not Nissan.
Incredible performance, classic styling, but most
Datsun,
beautiful of all, today a 2-year-old
switched from Datsun to Nissan from 81 to 84. They made the transition, and during that time, they were marketing the cars as Datsun by Nissan. In the States, they were Datsun. In Japan, they were Nissan. They just wanted it all under one badge. But that was a cool little car.
This court has been called in session.
This court has been called in session.
Pontiac. All rise for the judge.
For the judge. Everybody rise. Everybody. Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Okay. Cool car. And we're going to have a little trivia question. What does GTO stand for? Let me know down in the comments, and then I'll let you know if you're right. Probably not going to be right. It's not gas tire, oil. Gas tires, oil. Anyway, look at that car. The orange one. Oh, Judge. Love it. This was the turning point in the 70s when cars became the coolest things coming straight out of the dealerships. The dealerships realized that, and the companies realized that they're making hot rods out of our cars. Let's let us make hot rods and sell them. Great commercial here. Tells a good story. Look at that car. Plum crazy purple.
City orders 11-14, operating a racing type vehicle.
Racing type vehicle.
Oh, this is
You're in big trouble here, boy.
RT. It's not a racer.
Ain't I? What kind of tires, them, boy?
Optional polyglass GTs.
Racing tires.
Racing tires.
Them stripes, them, boy, what you call those?
There's
Racing stripes.
Stripes, sir.
I suppose that's a reconverted lawnmower motor.
Optional 440 Magnum V8.
What's that doohickey in there, boy?
Well, that's a new optional slapstick racing shift. So look, it's got concealed wipers, and it's got dual headlights. You don't find that on any racer, do you?
Careful, boy.
Be careful,
I'll
boy.
book you for
I'll
sexual
run you
officer.
in.
If you can handle the way people react to your 1970 Dodge
It was
Challenger,
a hot rod
you could be Dodge
right out
material.
of the dealership.
Now, look, boy, I know a race car when I see one.
Yeah. The Challenger. Look at that. Look at the rear end of that car. Now, the Challenger came back. It made its comeback, and they did a fantastic job. It's a beautiful car. But, man, look at that. That is just a thing of beauty. Okay. This commercial?
It used to be that only the chosen few were seen driving a prestige automobile. But today that's changed, especially with the coming of the new 1970 Cougar. Now,
Mercury
good people
Cougar.
from all walks of life are
look,
ascending
what,
to prestige
what?
Lincoln Mercury. And why not? When Prestige offers cars like this 1970 Cougar, with its mighty V8 engine and heavenly
WWJD,
interior featuring
what would
nylon
Jesus
carpeting
drive?
so soft you'll want to kick off your sandals. And it's roomy enough for the whole gang. Prestige, where selection and service is almost
Cougar.
a religion.
Now, the Cougar, one thing that I loved about the Cougar is, first off, just look at that car. Look at that car. That is a beautiful car. But one of its selling points for me was that taillights, the sequential taillights. How cool was that? Can you tell I always judge a car by its rear end? Especially if it's a fast car. That's what people are going to see. Yeah, that was cool. Okay.
What am I going to
Fantastic
do?
commercial.
Why, Marvin?
That's Radar.
You're a normal boy.
From MASH.
You should have normal desires.
Gary
Why couldn't
Berghoff.
you get a big car like your brother, the doctor? Or
Your
even
brother,
a funny
the
little
doctor.
car like your sister, the soldier. No, you had to get a banana Cuda.
Banana Cuda.
Barracuda, Carabuda. So who
Carabuda,
can tell the way it looks
banana
like
Cuda.
a spaceship and so
It's like a
sporty with
spaceship.
those, well, what do you call them? Those torsion barbers for the suspension?
Torsion bars, Mama, for
stability. Yeah, you should be so stable. And all these opticals.
You know, I never would have thought that Radar, that Gary Berghoff, who was so waspy, would have had such a Jewish mother.
Bucket seats, and look at those instruments. What are you, an airplane pilot?
What
or
are you, an
something?
astronaut?
A car isn't good enough. You had to be fancy schmancy.
Fancy
Mama, believe
schmancy.
me, it makes it.
That is a beautiful car. Look at that.
Look at you. Believe
When normal isn't good enough,
Barracuda.
makes it.
See, again, look at that rear end. Look at that. You knew this one was coming. The Corvette Stingray. Now, I don't know. Let's see if you agree with me on this statement. I think my Corvette has to have chrome bumpers front and back. End of discussion. I like a car that looks like a big Hot Wheels. And the Corvette never... Now, later on when it became looking like the Barbie Corvette, that's what I call them, late 80s. But man, from its inception through the 70s, amazing car. Love it. Chevy Corvette. Again, fantastic looking rear end. Oh. He caught up with her. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful car. Corvette Stingray. Now this is not a commercial. This is a walk around video. It didn't make my number one because I knew it would be a little too polarizing, but this would probably be my number one just for me personally. It's our first truck, the Little Red Express. Look at this thing. And like I said, no hot rods, no customs. This was not a hot rod. This is not. You're not looking at a customized truck. This is a factory truck. This is how you bought it, with those wood inserts, with that big decal, with those rims and tires, with the big exhaust stacks, with that bright red paint, with that rumbling engine. Man, the car dealerships knew what they were doing in the 70s. What high school kid would not have wanted it? Look at that. Look at that interior. Look at that. And listen to that. That was fresh out of the box. The Little Red Express. Whew. I say again, what high school kid? Look at that. Air horns. Look at that thing. If a fire truck and a hot rod had a baby, it'd have been the Little Red Express. But of course, here we are at number one. It has to be number one. And I'm actually doing it as a twofer.
All its luxury.
We had a couple cheerleaders in my high school that drove the 280Z, which was the Chevy version of the Trans Am. So we always felt Camaros are for girls, Trans Am are for boys. But that's the 280Z. It's the same body. It's the same. You can interchange the parts. 280Z, fantastic car. But the number one's got to be the Trans Am. Now I know I said no movie cars, but that's. You know, it's the Trans Am. It was the star of the movie. It's not a custom car. It's not a hot rod. Anyway, those are the top 10 cars that all the high schoolers in the 70s wanted, but we never got. Let's talk about it. So those were the top 10 cars every high schooler in the 70s wanted, but never got. At least not back then. Do you agree with the countdown? What's your dream car? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you know that's a motorhead from way back. And if you're up for some more blasts from the past, check out this video right here. Thanks for being here. You're just in time. Oh, and one more thing.